The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Back into it and back at it. You've got The Local Show with Tom and George Powers, who's here filling in for Steve. Well, Steve goes out and plays because...
next time we got to leave him to do the whole show, and we should go out and play.
That's right.
Tom.
Yeah, he can...
It's been great being here. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's always good having you on. You know, you take care of, like, what'd you say, close to 300 clients. Yeah. And so you've been in that small business world for a long time. In fact, you speak up at the Small Business Administration.
Used to. Haven't thing. Recently. But yeah, we used to do the new business Fast Start program.
Well, they had some changes up there, didn't they?
They have had some changes.
Yeah, so that's interesting. But it is a resource.
It's great. It's your taxes pay for it. It's the Small Business Administration folks, so they are a good resource up there, definitely.
Very good. All right, it's great to have a returning guest right now. His name is Chad Tolhurst, and he's the owner of Canine Kamp Dog Daycare. How are you, buddy?
Good, how are you?
A dog guy, huh?
He's a dog guy.
Oh, yeah, I've been a dog guy for a long time.
There we go.
You know, they got a new jingle. We helped them out with a jingle.
What's the jingle?
Doggy Daycare, daycamp.com.
There we go.
But it's fun. It's kind of like a poppy thing, you know, where to take your dog and all that. Explain how you got into the dog business and what exactly your services encompass now.
So I got into the dog business when I was in college. I started working with a well-known trainer around here, working with his shepherds, doing a lot with dogs, search and rescue, pet therapy, all that kind of good stuff while I was in college. For pharmacy.
That's a bit of a change.
Yeah, I got working in a pharmacy. I was like, I don't know if I could do this. You know, my mother was like, hey, why don't you do something with dogs? Figuring out.
But you actually graduated with a degree as a pharmacist.
Yeah.
No, wow.
Do you still have the white coat? Do you wear the white lab coat at all? Or?
Yeah, I got the old one from Wegmans from a long time ago.
Nice.
I'm sure one of my kids will use it as a Halloween costume.
There you go.
Is he a mad scientist or a pharmacist? Yeah. I don't know. But so you said, geez, I don't like sorting pills and everything
and stuff. I love the dogs. I was still doing stuff with dogs at the time, so I was like, let's try it. You know, we were one of the first ones right here in Central New York. So
really,
so it took a little while to build up, but we got there.
Well, I mean, years ago, I know, Tom, when we were small, taking a dog to a daycare would have been nutty.
Yeah, right.
Who would ever do something like that?
Well, we used to let them run free. There was a dog everywhere on somebody's front lawn and just going down the street.
They would, but now there's a lot of them. What kind of folks bring their dogs to you?
A lot of people, they work a lot of hours during the week, so they don't have really much time for their dogs. Take them out, give them some exercise, and socialization is big too. Yeah. Make sure they're socialized with other dogs. So you want to start that when they're young. So you want to get them started at the daycare earlier. Now, does the person have to commit to like every day, or can they do spotty? Nope. Yeah, but most of the clients come 1 to 2 days a week. But you'll get your sporadics, and your Monday, Wednesday, Friday group, Tuesday, Thursday group. Okay. But they come in pretty on a frequent basis.
Are you full there? Can you take more dog clients?
We can definitely take some more. Yeah, we usually average around 100 dogs a day. Okay. But we have a really big facility. That's 3 separate areas for the dogs and stuff. We separate small dogs and little dogs as well. Okay.
Yeah, we had our dog going to a daycare for a while, a little dog pug. But it was great because you'd bring them home from daycare and they were done.
They were done. Yeah.
Done. They were done. They were tired. They go, oh my goodness gracious.
Yep. Yeah, it's perfect. Sometimes they're out for the next day too.
Yeah, but they were so excited to go in. It's like, I wish I could have half the amount of fun that those dogs have. And once they get going, they can't stop.
Oh, yeah. So they get all riled up.
Where are you located, Chad?
We're on Old Bridge Street, right across from BJ's and Staples on Bridge Street there in East Syracuse. Okay. Right next to Big Four.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah. And do they get a meal as well?
Some dogs come in with a lunch, and we'll separate them to eat their lunch. Give them an hour to digest before bringing them out. But we do board dogs there too. They bring in their own food for their boarding. We have daycare boarding. We have self-serve dog washes, big retail area. We have a groomer on premise.
I was looking at your website. And I saw the self-serve dog wash. Can anybody do that, or do they have to be a daycare client?
Nope, that's open to the public.
That seemed really cool.
Yeah, we get a lot of people coming in. They come in from Jamesville when they bring their dogs up there. They get all muddy and stuff. Then they bring them over to daycare, give them a little wash.
Wash them off.
And is it big dogs, little dogs, or just all of them? Anybody?
Yep, anybody. Yep. We have separate things in there for the little dogs.
Okay, cool. Yep. And you also have a groomer.
Yep, we have a groomer there on premise
grooming there as well.
Yep.
You guys do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, we're open on Saturdays too.
Oh,
for daycare and the groomer and dog washes and everything.
Daycare and
How
Saturdays.
far out are you on the grooming services? Do you have to get
there's multiple
weeks in
groomers there.
advance? Oh, good.
They should be able to get in within a week or so.
Oh, nice. Yeah, and all breeds?
All breeds. Yep.
Jeez.
Yep.
And tell me a little bit about the retail space and what you might sell there, and what might be the difference between you and one of these big box stores.
So we're a lot different from one of the box stores. We have a lot of specialty items that like Petco or PetSmart. They don't carry, like Roughwear as an example. And one of the main things that we sell are a lot cheaper than the pet stores. They kind of jack up their prices. We go by like Chewy prices and below for our pricing.
Okay.
Oh, that's very good.
That's open to the public as well.
Very good.
Do you have any specific dog foods or treats?
We do carry Taste of the Wild, which is something that you normally don't get at like the pet stores. You'll get at the specialty places and stuff. But in the dog treats, we have plenty of bones. We have this section we call it the chew bar. We have all different types of bones with fillings and this and that, or for their teeth, or we have probiotics. We have apparel, leashes, collars, that kind of stuff too. We sell life vests and cooling vests. Blankets, lots of toys.
Wow. Lots of stuff.
Different sorts of treats.
Yeah.
I don't even recognize all the things you're saying.
Yeah.
Do you get people from all over coming to your place, or do you have a primary spot that you draw most from?
They come from basically all around central New York. We get a lot of people that may live in Liverpool, but they work over by the daycare.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay.
They come through and they drop off at the daycare.
Now, didn't I hear you saying you have some kind of event coming up?
Oh, yes. Yep. So we just set up this event for National Dog Day, which is August 26th. It's a Tuesday. It'll be from 3 to 6. It's hosted by A-Frame Real Estate and Candid House Studios. It'll be right at the daycare, right in the parking lot. We're going to have a huge tent set up with little booths and stuff. You get a portrait with your pet. For free, and a pup cut. Yep.
Pup cut
form with whatever favorite toppings they like.
Wow, that's awesome.
We're gonna have doggy bags for purchase. We're gonna have sale on retail and raffle prizes, and then all the benefits go to Second Chance Canine Adoption Shelter.
So a doggy carnival.
Yeah, mini one. Yep, mini one. Yep.
And you said that the proceeds are going to a. What did you say?
It's going to go to a local shelter. It's called Second Chance.
Okay.
Very nice. Is there information about this on your website? We're trying to get it on there.
Yep, it'll be on our Facebook page. It'll be on the website. Any information you need, you can look at our Facebook page. We're going to have it pinned right to the top until the event.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Or you can email us right from the website as well.
Love your services. Love the vibe, man. You're a great guy, and you do have a love for those dogs. I'll tell you what. So that's Chad Tolhurst right there, owner of Canine Kamp Dog Daycare. You have a great rest of the day, okay?
Thank you very much. You as well.